Hey Cowboys Nation, welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analysis, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. If there's one thing the NFL offseason never lacks, it's drama, speculation, and wild quarterback rumors. And the latest buzz. It's a juicy one that's setting the internet on fire. Baker Mayfield to the Dallas Cowboys. Yep. You heard that right. The same Baker who just had a strong bounce-back season with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The rumor mill is spinning fast, and while nothing's official, the possibility of Baker swapping his red and pewter for the star-studded blue and silver of America's team is a storyline that's impossible to ignore. So let's dive into this, because if there's even a shred of truth to it, this could change the entire landscape of the NFC. Now, before we jump to conclusions, let's remember, rumors like this don't come out of thin air. There's often smoke before there's fire, and the whispers linking Mayfield to the Cowboys have been picking up traction in recent days. Some insiders are suggesting that Jerry Jones is really intrigued by the idea of bringing in another quarterback with starting experience, not to replace Dak Prescott necessarily, but to push him, challenge him, maybe even serve as a contingency plan. We know how Jerry loves a flashy move, and Baker, with his swagger, toughness, and marketability, fits that Dallas image to a T. And let's not forget where Baker is in his career arc. After bouncing around the league from Cleveland to Carolina to Los Angeles, he finally found some stability in Tampa Bay. He earned respect, made the playoffs, and proved he still has that competitive fire. But here's the twist. He only signed a short-term deal. And while he says all the right things about wanting to stay with the Bucs, word around the league is that Baker might be open to testing the waters, especially if a bigger market and a more stable franchise come knocking. And is there a market bigger or more scrutinized than Dallas? So why would the Cowboys even consider this? Well, it's simple. Insurance and leverage. Dak is still their guy for now, but with his massive contract, inconsistent playoff performances, and looming extension talks, the front office might be looking for leverage. Bringing in a proven starter like Baker would send a clear message not just to Dak, but to the entire locker room that complacency isn't tolerated. Plus, if injuries happen, like we've seen before, they'd have someone who can actually keep them competitive. And let's be real, Cooper Rush, despite the love he gets from fans, isn't exactly making defensive coordinators lose sleep at night. There's also the Mike McCarthy factor. The Cowboys head coach is entering a make-or-break year, and if things go south early, the pressure will be suffocating. Having someone like Baker, who's played under multiple systems and has that gamer mentality, could be McCarthy's emergency parachute. In the NFL, your season can unravel with one bad stretch or one quarterback injury. Bringing in Baker might be less about creating a QB controversy and more about preparing for the chaos that inevitably hits every season. But make no mistake, this wouldn't just be a football move, it would be a business move. Baker Mayfield is still a name that moves the needle. He's got the personality, the commercials, the charisma, and you know Jerry Jones values all of that. Imagine the jersey sales, the media circus, the storylines. Baker versus Dak, Baker in prime time, Baker trying to resurrect his career under the biggest spotlight in the NFL. This is the kind of gamble that gets ratings, and Jerry's never been afraid of a little attention, especially if it means keeping the Cowboys at the center of the national conversation. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Still, we have to ask the hard questions. Would Baker even want this role? He's a competitor. He doesn't see himself as a backup. If he leaves Tampa, it'll be for a legit shot at starting, not to carry a clipboard. But here's the twist. What if he believes he can win the job in Dallas? What if his camp sees Dak as vulnerable, the interception-prone, playoff underwhelming Dak Prescott isn't exactly bulletproof? If Baker smells blood, he might actually embrace the challenge. It would be a bold, even risky bet, but that's what Baker's career has always been about, betting on himself when everyone else counts him out. And let's not underestimate the locker room dynamics. The Cowboys have strong personalities. Micah Parsons, CeeDee Lamb, Trevon Diggs, and adding someone like Baker could either ignite a new energy or create friction. It all depends on the coaching staff, the leadership structure, and how the message is managed. But one thing's for sure, Baker won't come in quietly. He's not wired that way. If he's there, he's going to compete. He's going to talk. He's going to lead. And that could either galvanize the team or tear it apart, depending on how the dominoes fall. From a schematic standpoint, Baker might actually fit. He's got a quick release, he's mobile, and he thrives in play action. With Tony Pollard out of the picture in a reshaped backfield, the Cowboys might lean more on a dynamic passing game. Add in a healthy offensive line and weapons like Lamb and Brandon Cooks, and Baker could actually thrive in that setup. It's not that crazy. He's shown flashes when given protection and a competent system. And if McCarthy is truly tailoring the offense to be more QB-friendly, Baker stepping in might not be such a steep drop-off if it's a drop-off at all. At the end of the day, this is still a rumor but a compelling one that is just enough smoke to make you wonder what's really going on behind closed doors in Dallas. Jerry Jones doesn't always play his cards publicly, but when he makes moves, they usually catch everyone by surprise. So if Baker Mayfield ends up in a Cowboys uniform this fall, don't act shocked. The NFL is unpredictable, and sometimes the most unexpected pairings are the ones that end up shaking the league. For now, it's all whispers, but in the world of the Cowboys, whispers can turn into headlines real quick. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.